Hey everyone, welcome to PUBG. Today we're going to be doing a little comparison between PUBG and Fortnite because these seem to be the two hottest games right now out there on the market and obviously have very amount of competitive factor to them as well. Um, Basically what I'm going to do is you guys have all seen how a battle royale match works, so I'm not going to bore you with doing a solo, duo, squad, or the one-man squad, which I tried earlier, and I didn't really see much of a difference. We're going to do the event today, the 8-man squad and 2 times AR event. I've tried this a couple times, did a Steam broadcast about 10 minutes ago, and honestly, I'm not the fan of the interface, so here we are in video form. Um, Event mode. This event is available for a limited time only. Don't know the exact timing of the event, so if you have PUBG and you're interested in checking it out, now's the time to do so. So without further ado, let's hop into this and see how we do. Um, Basically, if you are unfamiliar with PUBG, I don't know what rock you've been living underneath, but it was the H1Z1 killer in terms of Battle Royale games, but I do want to say that this game seems to be focused a little bit more on survival tactics. There's no eating or staying out of the elements kind of factor to it, catching disease. It's not Ark, but um, there's different things like getting vests, upgrading your backpack to increase your inventory. There's just a little bit more to do in this game than I would say in Fortnite, but I'm gonna leave the general opinion up to you guys. I might do a poll here, PUBG or Fortnite, but I want to talk about the pros and cons in each game. Um, Already, I'll say that the waiting area to me is a little bit more boring, and I can't stand the voice chat in this game. My God, like the other Fortnite's not bad. This one, it's just a bunch of people yelling at each other. Every game that I've played, even squad based, it seems to be the same thing. Honestly, that bores the hell out of me. Especially when people just redo old memes like this or like fake accents. It's not cute. Like, I don't know what your gimmick is. I have nothing against streamers who have a gimmick. I love Video Game Donkey. You know, his accent is fake and contrived, but it works for him. But when you have random fools like this, just kind of talking smack, I don't know, it kind of ruins the game for me. A game, to me, I guess I should say, matters more about community than anything else. I will obviously be on gameplay, but in terms of multiplayer, community is a huge part of it. It's why I kind of hate Ark. Not gonna lie. I will go back and I'll show you guys Ark. Don't get me wrong, but right now I'm still mad at that game. It has a terrible community, and I can't abide playing it. Or where these guys jumped. Okay, I'm a little bit further down. I should be able to course correct and get where we're all meeting up. Um, I think there's a lot more controllability in this game. I don't think I just invented a word there, but there's a lot more succinct feel to it with this rather than in Fortnite, which just seems to be aim and fall. This I can control the speed and rate of me falling. Don't generally need to pull the parachute before when it automatically defaults, but your rate of descent is controlled by you. You can push S to hold back a little bit. I'm playing this on PC. I understand it's out on Xbox now, which I think is great. But in terms of the community that I play with a lot more people on PS4. I don't have an Xbox anymore. So PUBG for me on PC. I'm generally, if I'm doing squad, it's with a bunch of people I don't know. And sometimes that can be fun, sometimes it can be aggravating. But at least we've got a weapon. Going out there holding my dick. Now let's see what's going on. I do want to loot this building over here and hopefully get a nice item out of it. See what is inside and see if any of these guys get to it before I do. But a lot of people landed over here, so I really do need to be on my toes. There's close by gunshots. Go ahead and just close the door. That way I can tell if someone's coming in here. And I desk popped. I'm probably gonna die. I desk pop a lot. Definitely say I desk pop more in there. Hands back. This that's one thing I do like about PUBG is the accessories you can find. I think there's an opportunity for Fortnite to go that direction, but perfectly honest, it's not all that needed. I just think it's a good addition in a survival game like this. A rifle. Load this rifle. Also, don't like the fact that I have to load and also change the firing rate every time I get a weapon. Firing rate for rifles and such, obviously, but me, it's just it's a hassle. I understand it's probably part of the survival mechanic, but kind of just nerves. Okay, I do have some. Oh, got me. Bounce. And we're already down and out, so I'm just gonna jump into a new game. One thing I will tell you guys going forward, I am not the best at battle royale games, so to me, being able to jump quickly in and out of one game to the other is critical. I think Fortnite does a little bit of a better job with that, but PUBG is destined for like a longer game time, which to me is a bit of a blessing, but also kind of a hindrance. Half the time I try and play the game, I'm just zooming around in vehicles, not really getting a whole lot of action in. The map is too big, in my opinion. I'm a fan of the old map. I don't like the desert map. I just played it for the first time today and I wasn't impressed. There's a tropical map coming. I think that's going to be cool. Um, but as for right now, I think the game needs to follow Fortnite on that. But it is what it is. I'm not necessarily complaining. Some people may prefer a longer. I have no clue what's going on. Oh, we're in. I don't know why everyone's kind of just popping in all of a sudden. See, I don't understand what it is with this game and people pretending to be Asian. Like, the level of racism I have seen today. And I'm not even a person who gets offended easily. I'm just annoyed. Like, what shtick is this where you just, like, yell at each other in fake Chinese or whatever your language you're trying to emulate poorly? It's just, see, I can't focus. It's just, that's one thing in the online community I think we still have to evolve in is, stupid shit like that. I've been playing games online for, geez, 2 decades now, probably closer to 15 years, probably around 10 years old. It's the first time I played my first true multiplayer game with someone over the internet rather than local. Local was always fun because you knew the people you were playing with, you knew the audience. But when you're, stuck in here with randoms like this, uh, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna land right in Pokohinki, which means I need to get out of the map now and eject. So, like I said earlier, I do like the free-for-all controls a little bit better in PUBG than Fortnite. A lot more control to them, but mainly, how useful is it is my issue. It's because uh, I'm trying to get down there as quickly as possible, and obviously I'm messing around here. I'm not going to beat any one of my teammates down, and we have quite a bit of, looks like an entire enemy squad over here getting ready to land. So at least we're starting with a bang. No pun intended. Um, One thing I do like about the size of the maps is, you know, I can land pretty much anywhere I want here and have a pretty good shot of not being near somebody. Of course, as soon as I say that, I land right to the left of someone in that building. I'm going in here. I'm getting a little bit of lag. Um, I've said in streams that I'm having issues with my internet provider. It's Comcast. We don't get near the speed that I should be getting, and we have a data cap, which we tried to fight in the beginning, but we got nowhere. So on my Patreon, which is Patreon/AfroPub Live, you might see my donation goal is $50 a month. That is to purely cover that fee. I don't expect to fulfill that goal anytime soon. I've just started streaming and making videos again. I have a long way to go before I can really hope that people contribute to the effort, but like any contribution is welcome. I'm trying to play games that I find fun and to show to you guys. Right now, this competition to me is such a big deal between PUBG and Fortnite. I know there's a lot of people who don't have both games. I am fortunate to have paid for PUBG in early access. I believe it's still in early access, though. Don't quote me on that. I really haven't been haven't been paying attention to this game, but um, it's a lot more polished since the last time I played it. Graphics look great. I mean, look at the tree there. My frames per second seem to be suffering, but I think that's nothing more than my actual PC itself. Like I'm getting really low FPS right now, and I got shot in the face. Um, Big thing too with PUBG that I like is the factor of multiple level buildings with like 3 floors generally being the max. Obviously there's some towers and stuff a little bit higher, but there's a lot more spaces for you to hide, which I think is critical in like the beginning here, which may bite me in the ass because here I am stumbling around trying to find someone to revive me. Maybe this guy will be cool and revive me. Oh, he's taking shots. I'm out of health though, bud. Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not down and out yet. I'm used to pretty quick turnarounds. So the first game I played today, though, I made it to the top 8, and I was happy with that. But now I'm gonna have to struggle and find some healing items. Man, my FPS is. I am recording in 60 FPS right now. That definitely could be why. I just wanted to see kind of the difference between 30 and 60 in this game so far. Really don't have the weaponry to be pulling this shit, so I'm gonna keep moving, try and find a rifle. Good that. We're within the circle safe here. I'm probably done. Yep, GG. That's it for that match. We'll do one more. I'm not trying to sit here and play the game all day, honestly. I'd rather be playing Fortnite. Personally, starting to aim a little bit more towards Fortnite with what I enjoy more, but I did want to give PUBG, a fair shot with its updates. I've been playing since been playing about 4 hours and having a good time, but my streak of luck right now is not going well. We'll see what this next one does. My internet is also not really cooperating. I think it might be their servers, but I'll play one more game. We'll see how we do. I'll do one more event match. Really am enjoying the 8-man squad. I think it's a lot of fun. I like Fortnite's 4-person squads, but this 8 kind of dynamic, you don't all have to land in the same area as long as you guys try and meet up. I've played a couple of in-game matches today where we were all together and we just got wiped out by an enemy squad. The replayability in this game, in these battle royale games, is so key. And I think that's why we have a cycle. I was alluding to this in a stream last week of Monster Hunter, I think maybe even a couple days ago, where we talked about how my friend believes that Paragon was wiped out by Fortnite, but really, you could start at H1Z1, game before that, can't really think of the name right now, and then here comes PUBG, survival mechanic with no zombies, still heavy PvP action, every man for himself, but with squad capability. and then now we have Fortnite. And there's probably going to be something that surpasses Fortnite. Both games are jumping into the mobile stage right now, which I'll be perfectly honest, for me doesn't sway my opinion either way. It's not for me. I do like mobile gaming, but for me, I'm more of a precise control person, so mobile. I don't know. I'm gonna give one a shot. If I can get into the Fortnite mobile, I will download it and tell you guys what I think. Same with PUBG. I know I could just download that right now, but personally, I'd rather be playing Fortnite on my PS4. Um, I think if there's anything we haven't really covered with the drop, a lot bigger area. I do like the voting thing, which I don't remember being there before. Jump now. And here we go, rest of the squad. And I'm kind of controlling my descent here a little bit because they seem to be going a little bit further ahead of me. Going the right direction. Yep, okay, cool. A little bit further back. It's okay because I like to parachute that way down. Oh, Leo. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna aim for this house here. And get near as close as I needed to for the objective, but I'd rather also have a place to potentially stock up. We'll see how lucky I am. I have 3 buildings to choose from, which is kind of nice. I was only expecting the one. So far, I don't see anybody, but it looks like I'm having network issues. I don't know if this is my internet. PUBG. It's starting to get frustrating, though. Was not dealing with this earlier. It's making me not want to play the game. But like I said, I don't know the source. Could be my awful Comcast internet, which we're going to try and remedy, but it could also be the servers themselves being super busy. Pistol already. Helmets. Foregrip. Who knows? Pants. See what's over here. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So let me get over to it. Oh, a trench coat too, right? Just complete the edgelord look. Okay, and I don't have enough room for the first aid kit, which sucks. Let me see if there's anything I could do to make room. No backpack. I'm gonna come back to this. One more house for me to have a backpack in. Otherwise, I'd say we're off to a solid start. Um, siete. Yeah, we're gonna switch back. I don't have enough ammo to justify. Go. Melee weapons seem to be a new thing. Don't remember them being there. Last time I probably played this was October. It's been a while. It's not one of my favorite games. I think it's a solid battle royale, but I don't really play too much battle royale, to be perfectly honest. Mainly just doing it to relevant. But I enjoy it as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy I bought this game when I did. I like supporting games in early access. I'm a little wary of it now, just like I'm wary of buying season passes for games. All too frequently, I think we have allowed video game developers to get away with charging us for content that should already be in the game. on disc content, starting with Mass Effect 3 as far back as I can remember that being a thing. There were other games who had done it, I'm sure, at the time, but we've kind of let them get away with this, and here we are. I don't can't justify spending money on season passes anymore, especially if you buy a season pass and then the season 2 comes out and it's not included in the extra 30, 40, 50, 60. The cost has just gone up too. It's going to be ridiculous. So early access for this 30 wasn't so bad, but I don't know if I could justify paying a full 60 for the game. There's a great multiplayer aspect, no single player, no story. If you're gonna charge me full $60 for a game, you better have everything in it. You know what I mean? Whereas with this, oh, I'm so screwed. Oh, I knew it. Oh, all right, that's it, folks. I think we've covered pretty much everything we need to with PUBG here, and now we're on to Fortnite. Basically, in this half of the video, we're gonna do the same exact thing as we did last time. There is a focus on a new game type called Squad Blitz. Faster storms, more loot, exciting finishes, and I don't disagree. Uh, I do have to say, though, I don't normally play this on PC, only doing a video, but it's also kind of cool how my PC game too. I usually play on PS4, so I'm probably going to suck. I'm just going to compare and contrast differences between PUBG and Fortnite. For one, I kind of like how quickly I can get in. The UI is solid in Fortnite compared to PUBG, which you probably didn't see in the last half, but I always have a flickering issue. Previously, when I played the game in October, I had a significant issue with the UI not working like it needs to. Never had that issue in Fortnite, either edition. On the PC. Are so good. Goes by a lot quicker. Obviously, the times that you get in vary, but I'm not sitting around bored like PUBG trying to find a weapon. This just lets me get right to the action, which I prefer. And the map itself is definitely a lot smaller than any of the maps we've seen here. Right now, I'm just going to land Row. Oh, oh, guess I'm going to. That is the problem with squads in this game. There's no direction on where to land, and so far everyone is night. So I'm just kind of winging it. But at least they you pick where you want to go. Earlier, there's a little bit less control. Could be normally in PUBG, but I don't think there's much lost here. I definitely have not perfected the art of getting on first, so what I do is just try to avoid whatever building someone's gone to. Cognizant there. One advantage is starting on land on the roof and just bash your way. And I think that's a lot of fun. Um, and obviously, the building mechanic is stands. Don't have to reload when you get the weapon. Right with um, simple. There isn't aiming of the shit. I thought they did in the corner. There is no first person aiming. As of right now, that's changing. It goes by very quick. That's what I think is the main part of this. A royale finish. But um, honestly, mechanic wise, I think this game runs a little bit better on here. PUBG, all so far going just smoothly. Most of the stuff I'm going to try to talk about, but So, like I said, the waiting area goes by a lot quicker. That's, I think, the main advantage between the two games. Fortnite seems to sum up the action and get things going a lot faster, especially with the splits mode. Even vanilla, um, I can play a lot more games in an afternoon of Fortnite than PUBG. Spent today hours playing PUBG and maybe had 4, 5, 6 games every hour, and that's just too long. I have enough time on my hands that long. Fortnite, jumping out of games, just my progress by that, and I agree with those. I haven't had a whole lot of interactions with random squads before, so always something. But I kind of just jump whenever we all agree on it. This is one of my favorite places to land, actually, because a lot of people go for it. It's not quite as congested as towers might still have a good chance of fending off a good two while you try and grab the weapons. Like in this game, static weapon spawn as of right now. Change. Not too game mechanic. This has been started really, and I really. Oh, one thing I really about the Blitz is how quick it goes. So if we look at the map, we're already progressing in a circle. In vanilla, you kind of get a little bit of a waiting time, just like PUBG, before the storm kicks in. Things just have to go from there. But in here, you're already running against the clock. Um, there are there are objects in this game that take way too long to break, but they kind of give you an incentive to do so. Existed. Don't play this. Definitely start playing. A lot of stuff. Most exciting things happen on the stream. Really, this is just persuade you one way or the other. And to that, I can lead to the conclusion: I simply prefer Fortnite better. PUBG is a great semi-polished survival battle royale, but this just focuses on the fun. Art style is beautiful. No vehicles, which honestly, the vehicle part is just those gigantic maps have the right amount of square footage for a 100-person battle royale, far more accurately than PUBG. But only time will tell what game really comes out. But my vote's gonna have to go to Fortnite. I have a lot more fun in this game than I do PUBG. There's just so much that can happen. Uh, Killed by your vehicles for no reason. Fall damage is wild. This there is still fall damage. I kind of don't like it, but makes sense when you're higher end structures to just have that. Building something, especially on PC. Uh, but I've seen a lot of in-game stuff that's a lot more exciting than kind of in-game PUBG. PUBG just focuses on like battles right here, out here in the wilderness. Fortnite makes you have to build your own structures for protection or hide in something like that. Better builders than they are shooters. Um, I'm gonna have to get better at. It's a great late game mechanic that I think is sorely missed in PUBG. This is an improvement, a solid improvement on the Battle Royale gameplay. Don't think it gets enough credit for the building mechanic. We'll just run a gun like I like to, but a lot of games that I've played and some seen that I've been streaming where that done. But it just kind of depends. So right now, me and this guy are just getting a move on. No point staying that close to the boundary. Move. I'd rather just move on just like I do in PUBG. But I'm a little bit more reckless in Fortnite than PUBG. I'm about try to ambush people. Not really that good with sniping right now. Panicking. Bullet drop is faster. Negative. PUBG sniping's forward. I like that there's a challenge on it. On the rocket riding. That awesome. From a lot of fun. A lot of fun to show off. Now for my first streams, I'm considering, Fortnite stuff, a little variety, but I'll be starting a Let's Play. And that's going to be my time. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I put out final schedule starting after April 1st. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 10 Mountain Standard Time. I'll be streaming. Schedule might as well be on a week by week basis. I'd want a variety. I thought to like Fortnite videos. Had to do. I'll be showing you. Right now is one of the moments in the game where either you stick in a structure that's already like this, fortify it, or you get, I think, on from this is probably the best. I only heard a couple gunshots. I think they went the other direction, and honestly, we're on our toes, but we inside the circle. That thing's coming. This is probably my biggest concern when I play. Focused on. I've been killed by the storm times in this game. I tend to get angry at the storm guy over there. It's obviously late game decisions far earlier. Had some better weapons because I'm not really showing you guys the best part of Blitz is weapon drops are all higher level for the most part. On occasion, there are weaponry. Obviously, I agree, but I think it's a fantastic game. All kinds of weapons, right from the beginning, and they're kind of SMG. Last one down him. And here, brink, 5, find that I'm uh, that's why I'm telling you, building absolutely necessary in this game. Oh, I kind of like that. I've never noticed that before. My friend had a particularly rewarding game. Show you one more. If there's mechanics we've gone over yet, but honestly, the way I feel about this debate is it's totally your own decision. I think only time will tell which one really is the success and which one will truly be one that stands the test of time, but my personal vote is going towards Fortnite. Uh, Free to play is a fantastic business model. When we get out of this game, I'll show you guys battle pass options. I'm not going to activate it on here, obviously. I'll probably do it on my PS4, so on stream, you guys will get to see whatever content that entails. So far, I've heard good things for what you pay. To me, that's a big deal. A lot of these developers these days want you to throw money in on stupid things, skins, and Fortnite is a little bit guilty of the microtransaction curse, but seems to be all aesthetics and no gameplay. Fine with me. I think that's the way it should be. Um, but obviously, when it comes to what a company is going to do with microtransactions, gamers don't have a choice. We've let it go for too long, but I can't be too upset with the microtransactions on this one. They're mostly aesthetic. Um, I know I said earlier that I like to jump whenever the first person goes. That guy is an idiot, so I'm not jumping with him. He can land at tilted towers and die. I am going to jump with these guys, though. Before it, don't land at retail row very often, but a lot of people are. As you can see, I just have the plane as day glider. Not going to invest anything in the PC version that I don't play, but I can get in there before I get shot. But I do plan to do so on the PS4. I think it's a game worth investing in, even if it's something small like that. And I don't really care for microtransactions, but the customization is cool. Well, I got foul of a squad, and I'm out. Alright, you guys get one more. One more. Let's see how we do. And I do want to apologize for lack of video in this one. I'm still setting up uh, settings on the PC to let me do video. I'm not sure why. It's the weirdest thing. I've been kind of messing with it all day. Windows 10 game recorder isn't as good as that I thought it was. My PS4 I could do a lot more, so I think primarily I'm going to be showing you more PS4 oriented content, but I do have a way to connect my Switch to my PC, so if that works, there's some Switch games that we could play. Um, and I want to start taking requests as well. Once I really start streaming next week, I want there to be kind of open submission form for Let's Play. Now, I will say, going from here for right now, if it's something that I don't already have, and would need to purchase, I would probably have to do, make it a Patreon goal. Um, I'll be doing some Lyft driving here for the next month or so, and I'm not really keen on finding another part time, but I do, it is what it is. But yeah, for requests, it's not gonna be able to come out of my pocket just yet. For this one, looks like we're going Dusty Depot. Kind of see the tactic people are using now, jumping earlier to get to their destination. I think that's a good idea. I like to swing in kind of on the left like this, so I lose some altitude and get closer, but I can also, deploy my glider, get down there quickly. This is one of those places you want to do that. You take too long to get in here, you will be beaten, shot by somebody who was faster than you. I usually just like go right here, and boom. Oh, medkit's nice. Oh, at least I can heal. There was one into the middle, so I'm gonna go into this one head. If there isn't a weapon that has been claimed yet. Otherwise, it's gonna be another short game. But I don't know. I'm not one of those dudes who strives for a number one every time. Now I more play of it for fun, but repeated short ones are no good. But that's kind of the point of Blitz, though. Blitz gets you in and out over and over and over until you've had your fill, and I think that's a good plan. I hope that this game type stays. I hope that it becomes a mainstay of the series. I really enjoy Blitz, more so than Vanilla, and I already enjoyed Vanilla. And one thing I haven't talked about yet is the art style. I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a beautiful game. It has cartoonish quality, sure, but at the end of the day, you're still killing either 99, 96 people, watch them kill each other, and mainly the thing I want to do is just get better at building. Um, I think building is great, but I'm terrible at it, and thankfully I didn't take fall damage there. I'm a lot better for it on PS4, but the building mechanic really is a game-changing mechanic compared to PUBG. PUBG has its own merits, definitely some bad qualities, but for the most part, you can always depend on the game to be entertaining, and me to do a desk pop always. But in terms of what I think has some longevity is this, especially if it stays free to play. That's huge. I know people across like this is like the second biggest thing since Pokemon Go. I think right now it could have the surpassing power. Leave Pokemon Go in the dust, honestly. This is a worldwide phenomenon all of a sudden, and I think it's totally worth it. I think it's a game that's going to truly stand the test of time and still be played, but everyone says this about every battle royale. That cycle is brutal. I own H1Z1, I own PUBG, now I own Fortnite. It's just kind of like at this point, what am I going to get next? What do I have to do next? Thank you. Give me 6 of them. Nice man. I heard in the last update the burst rifle has gotten a little bit better, so I'm gonna play with that. But I'm kind of just gonna go regroup with these guys and get inside the circle because we don't have too long for that. Main thing in Blitz, you gotta keep an eye on that map timer. 48 people left as well. Squad's all alive. We all have various states of shield. Not a bad way to be right now. Could always be worse. And now that we're hunkered down in Dusty Depot, it's probably gonna get worse. But I have medkit, I have 4 smalls, I have 2 rifles. There isn't a whole lot I can't do. And I have some building supplies. Do need some more though. This is something you have to be cognizant as well if you are new to battle royales. You're just trying to get a hold of those mechanics, let alone something like this. If you're coming from PUBG, this is going to be completely foreign to you, as it still kind of is to me. See, these guys are fortifying positions. See up there, another impressive way to keep yourself in the game. Honestly, it's all about longevity, making it to the end, and dodging people who just have a better more tactical advantage of you. The high ground is huge in this. Anakin wouldn't last a second in Fortnite, honestly. And I'm surprised whoever up there isn't just sniping the shit out of us, especially me standing up here. But, I don't know. This game, really, it's available for anyone. Anyone can play it. I'm sure there's little kids that play this stupid game. But, it really isn't a stupid game in terms of its reach. You're never going to get on here and have a server done. I'm only calling it stupid because it's so stupidly simple. Very big tendency of just kind of rolling and taking forever to complete, and that's a big deal with me. I think a lot of gamers these days are kind of limited about time. And that's a huge factor for me. If a game takes too long for me to complete, I'm less likely to complete it. And for multiplayer games, if it can't hold my attention, I'm not going to keep doing it. I feel like things get pretty repetitive, but for the most part, I haven't been really bored with this game. And if I have, I just get offline, play something else. Because at the end of the day, I haven't spent money on this game, at least not yet. I think that's kind of invaluable in a way. So this is kind of a cool highlight of Blitz right here. Is rare weapons pretty much drop everywhere. Guys have them. Oh, minigun. See, miniguns are pretty fun to mess with. Oh, that's why no one has it. And there's a dude in front of me. Oh my god. I am a terrible team. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Oh, yep. Oh, coming for me. Yeah, I gotta get in there. Guy's gonna kill us though. Back to Dusty. I can heal. I have more potion. Risky field potion right now. I don't want to fire and the storm's coming, but also don't want to lose any more health. We lost a dude. Lost two dudes. They went up there? Wasn't very bright. Hit him. That guy's gonna have to revive you because oh, I could build. Guy's just gonna get out though. To be honest with you, this is the most sophisticated building I've done, and it's really nothing. Oh, shot. Oh, and I fell. Oh no, oh no. Forgot where those shots came from first. Oh, I see him. Guys, not getting away with the sniper. Save me. Oh my gosh, no. The storm's already moving. We have to go. See, that's the fun of this game mode. It's brutal. Guys, here we go. I know I'm being shot by people that way. Don't think I have time. Alright, we're just gonna go. Welcome to the end game of Blitz. 14 people left. Squad of 4. I do think an 8-person squad would be a lot of fun. I think they should test that out. That was one advantage PUBG had, was pushing that. I think that's cool. But then again, vehicles are a thing, bigger maps, that kind of deal. It may not work so well on here, which I think Fortnite has done a beautiful. Um, wow, this is out. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here. Oh, no, I'm not. I know it's shooting. Oh, the heal. I've got a heal. Oh, no. Damn. Don't have a whole lot of ammo there. guy. Not worth getting running back and getting him, but blue could try. I'm not. I should have banana. Grandpappy 99. I have to leave you. I'm running out of ammo here and I'm being shot at. Dang it. GG. I left my teammates. That'd be a lesson. Stand by your squad. Alright, guys. Well, this has been video showcasing the merits, the detriments, and all around the fun of Battle Royale games today. PUBG, beautiful survival-oriented game. Maybe not quite my cup of tea as much as Fortnite is, which just seems to be fast. Very action-intense games, and you're ready to go right from the beginning. I think it's awesome. It's also free to play, so my personal opinion, Fortnite wins. But, leave a like, subscribe, let me know how you feel in the comments. Maybe I'll post a poll at some point, get a consensus, but I really think only time will tell which game really wins this. Afro Live signing off.